How can I not be on a channel?
What's up, my beautiful people? This is Kuba on Holistic Regeneration, and I have a special guest today, Emily Waters. She's all about helping you take that inward journey to self-expression. So we'll get deeper into what that means. But if you're looking to really connect with yourself, your inner self, your true self, and to really live your best life and express your true self, tune into this video. We're gonna dive deep into that. First of all, welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We are here in Palma, in the middle of Palma by the cathedral. It's a really beautiful day, close to the sea. I wanted to ask you, what does that mean to take that inward journey to self-expression?
So in a short way of explaining this, I would feel it's going within yourself and trying to find the emptiness within that, but feeling the fulfillment within the emptiness. So we always look outside of ourselves for external things, like it could be material, it could be simply from someone advising us something, it could be taking some sort of substances, even just having the coffee in the morning, right? All of this to understand that all of that is information, and it's good, and there's no wrong or right to any of that. But what we forget sometimes to do is to really go within. And what does that mean? To start asking the questions. For example, you can start saying, who am I? What is all of this? And it sometimes can start with that. And then you gradually understand that sometimes maybe we need to have a time where we can be without the sugar, without the television, without the external validation and all of that, and find fulfillment within oneself without any of that. How incredible would that be, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of on that.
So does that mean for someone to start getting on that journey, do they have to have this desire to know themselves or to want to understand life?
That's a good question. They don't necessarily need to, but if they're in a place of maybe feeling a little bit lost, maybe they don't have time for those sort of questions or those sort of, we all have our lives, right? Some of us have families and children and work and animals and on our own path, maybe, we could be dealing with many different issues. So I understand that we don't all have time to ask those questions, and it's not necessary to ask those questions. But if you really want to, maybe that person hasn't even asked themselves if they are happy. And it's a simple question, like, sometimes I ask some people, children even, I say, are you happy? And sometimes you'll see the reaction, like they're shocked, they've maybe never even been asked that question before. And so it's really, from my perspective, it's you don't have to ask those questions, but it's to really find fulfillment and see, go out of your comfort zone to be able to take the leap and really getting to know yourself more. Because from there, you'll find out what you really want, who you really are.
From going out of your comfort zone.
From going out of your comfort zone and going within, asking the questions you don't have time to ask, or you don't want to ask yourself. And going within is that place where I see it like an architrave, right? And you've got to take the layers off, and to be able to get to the good stuff, you've got to like peel this stuff off. And sometimes life is like peeling off these layers that is an illusion as well in itself, but it's still there. It feels so real. And we're carrying this on with us our whole lives. And sometimes we never ask the question. And sometimes we never go deep enough to really understand what truly fulfills us or me. And so that was...
This makes me think of, because you're mentioning like to not be reliant on like TV or alcohol or external things, to really like go within and find that satisfaction.
Yes,
But
exactly.
I find like some of those things could be really fun, or even like say going on a trip and traveling, like that can help, I think, people find themselves. But then is that something that's like an external desire, or is that an internal desire? Like, how do you differentiate that?
That's fantastic. So I spent many years on traveling and investing in many areas like this. And of course, there's no right or wrong way. They wouldn't say television is right or wrong. For me, it's all about balance. But it's to understand that, are you traveling in a sense of escaping something, or looking outside of yourself to find those answers? It's all fine, because it's all part of the journey, and it gets you to this moment now, this video we're talking about, and someone's listening to this now, and that is thanks to all of their journey, they've come to this moment, which is, there's no right or wrong, because it's perfect. But to understand that, why are you traveling? Are you traveling through a place of lack? Are you running away from something? Are you trying to find the answers outside of yourself? Or can you travel and knowing that you also have all the answers within you, and that you have the peace within you no matter where you are? Because when you find that, your whole external world will automatically change.
But then in that moment, if you found that, would you be like, I don't need to travel?
It can get to that point, yes. It can get there, but it doesn't have to be, because we're also here living the human experience. And so how amazing to know that you have all the answers, but you can also travel to all these places and cultures and try the food and try the, you know, and talk to the natives and sit with their, and then you know that you're just, it's like another expression of yourself. And you're, of course, we're alive now, so we are continuously learning, continuously expanding. If not, we wouldn't be here on this human experience. But it's just to know that if they want to do the traveling, or if they want to take that medicine, or if they want to, or if I want to, personally, watch that, you know, documentary, or everything I want to do, that's beautiful and that's fine. But it's not coming from a place of lack.
That makes me think of like, whatever you're doing it consciously, and you're like,
yes,
choosing this is what I want to do right now.
Yes.
And in that way, whatever you choose, you're not gonna feel bad about it or guilty. You're just embracing it. But it's not something like, I have to do this to feel better. It's like, I'm gonna enjoy this because I want to do this right now.
Yes. Yes.
But it's not like I'm escaping anything, or I have to do it to feel better, or.
Yes, exactly. And it's an internal satisfaction, and it's a fulfillment. So you know that there is nothing outside of yourself that will ever fill the void, or this emptiness, or this, or to numb. You know, there's nothing. There is nothing, because you know it's within you, and the satisfaction is already there.
But how to get there? Because I feel a lot of times we do things to escape, because a lot of times, even if we have happy lives, there's usually like some aspect of most people's lives that they're not happy about, or that they don't like, and they try to escape or change it kind of compulsively. So what do you think about like actually doing something like traveling to escape, for example, or, you know, going out to the clubs to escape reality, or doing something, and in that it's actually like helping you find yourself? Or is it better to be like, to not do anything and just sit home and meditate? Or what if the people need to like try these things to realize like the next level of their life? You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. And it's a great question.
Or like say someone's like, I'm gonna go to India for a year to find myself. Like,
yes,
maybe they need to do that.
First of all, there is no right or wrong way. So if someone wants to go out partying, take whatever they want to take, do what they want to do, or someone wants to travel and go to India and go into the monasteries and find the balance within the body, connect more with the soul, the body, the spirit. I'm not going to be the one to judge, and nobody else will.
It's kind of like two extreme examples.
It's too extreme. I wanted to
And
do it
kind
on
of
purpose.
looking for the same thing.
Exactly. Exactly. So who am I to judge that, or who are they? In the end, it's if that's going to help them in that way of then connecting to this feeling, then it's okay. But for example, yes, meditation is a great key. Okay, meditation, movement, breath work, food, all of it's connected. Okay, but what I want to say is that if you don't interact with other people or other moments or experiences, you're not going to expand and learn more about yourself, because everyone is a mirror. As you're one, you are connected. When you go within, you connect with the oneness, with everything. The tree, everything is vibration, everything is energy, everything is frequency. So then we're all just in a different frequency. So yes, you can be meditating, going within all day long, but you're not really experiencing. So the fact that someone's going outside and going out of their comfort zone, they're doing the game, they're playing the game. They're learning about themselves, they're growing, they're expanding. Yes.
So these things could be important to grow.
Yes. Obviously, when you do it from a place within, you're probably not going to choose certain paths, because you'll know that your body's not asking for that right now. Maybe it's not asking for the party right now. Maybe it's asking to go within. And then maybe it's asking to travel the world. Yes. You know what I mean? There's
So
no
does
right
that-
or wrong.
That sounds like you're saying it, like the body, or so you're
Yeah,
talking
like
about
the
something
body.
like something at a subconscious level. Sounds like
Yes, so when
like
you go within, you
tuning
connect with your
into, like,
intuition.
your intuition.
Sorry, yeah, your intuition.
So really like tuning into your intuition to know what's the right thing to do. So it's not like the external thing is right or wrong. It's just like what's right for you to do in this moment to expand your consciousness.
Yes.
And a lot of times that takes coming out of your comfort zone to expand the consciousness.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
So is that sounds very important to come out of your comfort zone. Because what if you're sitting at home meditating and you're expanding, but that's kind of like more comfortable because you're at home, expanding your consciousness with doing the inner work, and then expanding your consciousness with coming out of your comfort zone. Is there a difference?
It's the yin and the yang, right? But in the way that we would know it, as in maybe light and the dark, the day and the night. It has to have the balance. We have to have them both. There's a time for winter. You go in the dark place. You connect with that inner, the connection with all, and that's a way, but it's not the only way. Then why are we here? The polarity is expansion, out, light, day, summer, and so then they come together, night and day. They have this beautiful symphony that's happening, and that's what we are. That. So we will have times where we'll go in, but we need the times to go out. And sometimes, for some people, going in is like tormenting. It's not easy. It's going out of their comfort zone.
That's true.
Right? Exactly, because we just automatically think the contrary.
Yeah.
And then for some people, going outside, traveling alone, talking with the neighbor is a whole deal. It's a whole thing. But by them doing it, they're expanding their consciousness. They are experimenting, and they are getting to know themselves better. So they're doing the internal work, even if they're going outside of themselves.
Very interesting. What can the person watching this right now do today to start expanding their consciousness and really tapping into their true nature?
I would say what you could do
so
today
that they can express their best self.
is do what they fear the most. And maybe you can start by something small. So I just said
Yeah, 'cause
fear the
that
most
sounds
because
scary, like going
that
right
was
into-
very big. But it is. It's planting the seed of that idea of doing that you fear the most. And it doesn't mean that you have to do it. For example, I could say something not so maybe positive, and maybe you fear being around certain sort of animals, of course, so you're not just going to dive in with the sharks, right? But it's kind of saying, okay, so where is that coming from? Where is that fear coming from? Let's watch a movie, let's watch a documentary about sharks, and let's go kind of like that to discover where is it even coming from. Maybe it's all an illusion. It's all coming from somewhere, from the subconscious mind, from when you were younger, or maybe from a past experience. Maybe someone mentioned something to you that sharks are deadly, terrible, don't go near them, and so it's really going to what that fear is, because that's what's going to help you grow. Really, really, really. That's what's going to really start your journey. And that also can be stopping something that you do as well. The idea of what it would be like to stop smoking. What would that be like? Or what would that be like to, not have to go out every weekend? For example, that's just an example. What could I do different?
So it sounds like you're saying the first step
Plant the seed.
is to plant the seed by visualizing what would it be like to not have that fear, to not have that addiction, or to basically live how you want. And you get familiar with that feeling of how would it be, and
Yes.
then you start taking like external action.
Yes, but you can also go full into it as well. I mean, some people are very fast in this and but there's no time. So everyone needs to take their time. But sometimes it can be from one day to another, and literally just do the action before the visualization.
Okay.
But the most important thing is to plant the seed, and then from there, see what grows.
Cool. Well, I hope that inspires you to plant the seeds, to watch grow whatever you desire, or whatever you're afraid of, or whatever will help you express yourself to your true nature. So thank you, Emily, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And where can the people find you and connect with you?
So yes, shortly I will be having a YouTube. I'll send it to you in the details. And I'm also on Instagram, Emily Victoria Waters.
Waters.
Yeah. And there you can find me, and yeah.
Cool. I'll put that all below. And thank you so much for tuning in, and catch you on the next one. We'll do some more collabs coming soon. So much love. Bye.
Bye.